Hi, Matt of the etrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Stromberg Carlson Cargo Carrier on the back for a 2018 Jeep Compass. Now this is going to be great for a variety of different reasons. Let's say you don't have enough space back here, putting it on here is going to be a better alternative for you. Or if those items are extra gross, they got a lot of dirt, grime, whatever it is on it, and you don't want that inside your vehicle, another great spot to put them. Now today I'm mainly going to be focusing on how this carrier interacts with your vehicle. So let's start off with how you can use it. So this is going to be rated for 500 pounds. It is important you just check what your vehicle and the hitch are rated for so you don't damage anything. Now when you're putting things in here, because you are going to have a lot of space, you're going to have a few tie-down points. Now one way you could do is wrap your strap completely around this, or you could use these little holes we have on the front of it. If you're doing that way, you could probably put a hook through there. Now with a hook, that might scrape off some of that finish. Just go over that again, because if it does get scraped off, it's more prone to rust in there since this is made of steel. What I wouldn't recommend tying off to is going to be this mesh bottom we have, because this mesh is a much thinner steel. So if you have a hook going through here, it could actually warp that over time and then damage it. And something else to think about when you have your items in here is where they're located and what type of items they are. So let's say you got some more heat sensitive items on this side where exhaust is right here and it's fairly close. What I'd recommend doing is pushing that off to the side or putting something that isn't heat sensitive right over here. And then it's also going to matter how high you stack your items. So let's come over to here to our lift gate. And it's going to sit relatively close to our vehicle. If I open this up, we won't make contact till about 21 inches. So as long as you keep your gear below 21 inches, we won't make contact with anything. And if you keep it below 21 inches, you're not going to block anything like your license plate, your backup camera, taillights, or back window. And 21 inches is still going to be pretty good. Now, of course, you can stack it above that. Make sure you are strapping those items properly down, but you'll just block a few more things. Now, let's get a couple measurements to see how this is fitting back here, because the first thing you'll notice is how low to the ground this is. So going back here, we're going to be a little bit over 9.5 inches, which is pretty close to the ground. You add a load on top of that, where it's going to drop down by a couple inches. So this is something that you need to watch out for if you're going up any steep inclines like a hill or a driveway. Definitely keep an eye on this. Now the total distance it's going to sit away is going to be about 26.5 inches. So when this is compared to other cargo carriers, this one's actually going to be pretty compact. You won't have as much space on the back side to work with, but in most cases you can just leave your straps in the front, so it is easy to grab and work with. And the way this is going to install is we're going to have a 2-inch shank. This will be part of your carrier. And that's going to go into our 2-inch hitch receiver. We'll then have a pin and clip that goes through. It doesn't come with this kit, so make sure you have one on hand, or you can find one on our website. And you'll notice at this very moment, if I go to shake this, we're going to have a little bit of movement right now. That's going to cause some rattling and noise when you're driving around. Right now I have the etrailer anti-rattle collar on here, and that's supposed to get rid of that. So if I just tighten that up some, you can see the difference. I like this because it pretty much just stays on your receiver. You don't ever have to really take it off. And there we have. This really isn't moving at all now. Now, in my opinion, I think it is a solid choice if you're looking for something a little more compact and lightweight. Another great option is going to be the Hitch Cargo Carrier, because that's going to be pretty stout. And what I like about that is it's going to have this natural rise to it, so it sits a little bit high off the ground, so it will give you more peace of mind if you do need to go up an incline. And of course, if you guys have any questions, let us know here at eTrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.
Here it is on our test course. We'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Next, we're at the alternating speed bumps, which we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Finally, we have the full speed bumps, where we'll see the up and down action, which is just like driving out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.